long before the dance tore the world apart, before dragons burned their last breath upon the stones of King's Landing, there was a beast whose roar could shake the mountains of Dragonstone. He was older than most kings, wiser than many riders, and feared even by those who walked beneath the banner of the dragon. His name was Vermithor, the Bronze Fury. He hatched during the early years of the Targaryen dynasty, his scales a deep burnished bronze, his wings streaked with silver like molten lightning. By the time King Jaehaerys I ascended to the Iron Throne, Vermithor was already massive, a creature built for war in a time of peace. Jaehaerys, the Conciliator, was not a man who sought destruction, yet he kept Vermithor close. The great dragon perched upon the smoking slopes of Dragonstone like a living monument to the old Valyrian might. When Jaehaerys flew, the sky answered his call with thunder. Vermithor's shadow stretched across the clouds like a bronze storm. During the long reign of Jaehaerys and his queen Alysanne, Vermithor was a guardian more than a weapon. He soared above festivals, royal progressions, and journeys across the realm. The people would look up and whisper his name with awe, not with fear, but with reverence. For more than 50 years, Vermithor slept in peace, while the world slowly forgot the strength of dragons who had once conquered kings. Then came the dance. When war erupted after the death of King Viserys I, Vermithor had been ridderless for decades. But a dragon as old and powerful as he could not remain idle, while the realm descended into fire. A call went out for riders, young, brave, reckless. Those who still carried the blood of the dragon answered. Among them was a humble blacksmith's bastard named Hugh Hammer. Bold, stubborn, and blinded by ambition, Hugh climbed Vermithor's back with a confidence far beyond his birth. To the shock of many, Vermithor accepted him. With a single beat of his colossal wings, the Bronze Fury was reborn into the sky of war, and the sky remembered. In battle, Vermithor was devastation given form. He burned armies to nothing, tore through stone walls, and scattered knights like dust. No fortress stood against his flame. With Silverwing at his side and other dragons rising to the call, it seemed the blacks would bring the greens to ruin. But power reveals truth, and truth does not always serve the rightful. Hugh Hammer grew drunk with ambition. He sought not to crown Rhaenyra, but to make himself king. The Bronze Fury, who had flown with kings and served honor for nearly a century, suddenly carried a traitor. The realm trembled at the thought of what a false dragon lord might do with a beast such as him. His end came during the betrayal at Tumbleton. Dragons clashed in a storm of fire and screams. Vermithor fought like an ancient god, clawing, biting, burning everything that stood in his path. In the chaos, he was set upon by multiple foes, a fury of wings and teeth. He killed many. But even the greatest dragon cannot stand against a sky full of claws. By the time the fires died, Vermithor lay broken, surrounded by the bodies of those he had slain. Some say he fought until the last breath, snapping at his enemies even as the flames consumed him. Others claim the earth itself shook when he fell. What is known as this? A dragon who had soared beside the greatest Targaryen king died not in glory of conquest, but in the madness of civil war. Yet the songs say that when his body cooled, his bronze scales shimmered in the dawn light, and the people swore it looked as though the sun itself bowed to him. For Vermithor was not a creature of a single rider. He was the memory of an age of peace, awakened in a time of ruin. The Bronze Fury, last of the dragons who remembered what Valyria once dreamed to be.